Welcome everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is going to be a tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So I'm going to start in the present moment, look and see what's going on with you guys right now, and then make my way towards the future, and then close out the reading with some advice. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I already shuffled the cards. You can't see it, but they are face down. Let's flip them over and see what we have. So, the first tarot card I have is the King of Wands. This position, by the way, is like the recent past into the present, okay? So what's been happening? And then my tarot card here is the Hand. Interesting. This is like getting tapped. Like, you're the person. Maybe you got tapped for, I don't know, jury duty. I'm not actually seeing jury duty, but this is more like getting tapped for position of leadership. That's what I mean. Like, you're the one. You're the person we want to be, supervisor. You're the person that we want to be in charge. Either that or other people are looking at you and tapping, basically treating you like you're in charge. Maybe you're not even in charge, but your like actions, it's almost like lead by example. You've just been leading by example and people are turning to you based on that behavior. Let's see what else comes out here for tarot oracle cards to see if we can get any more details on this. Tell me more about the King of Wands with the Hand here. Tell me more about the King of Wands with the Hands. This is so basically I want to know like what area of your life, this is happening in. This will tell me that. Or, why this is coming up in general. Might be a specific case here. Let me see. Tell me more about the King of Wands with the Oracle card of the Hand here. For my Sagittarius. Tell me about the King of Wands with the Hands. Oh, I just got a quick flash of Sagittarius. Your oracle, your card. I don't know what that means. Maybe you guys are actually planning on being a leader. You're acting. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like, what's the saying? It's like wear the clothes for the job you want to be in. Basically you're like embodying the thing you want to be, and people are already treating you like you're that thing. Gemini. Okay, so this is just in general, this is how people are treating you. Gemini. There's a lot, and it's not even just one. With Gemini, it's multiple people. Could be siblings here, but also could just be at work, like coworkers and friends and stuff with Gemini. Yeah. Also, I do think it is at work. I do think, and it's not even one thing, it's just like random things. People just coming to you. They're just looking to you like you're the person who knows what the fuck they're doing, Let me look at the top 3 cards here to see if there's any more information before I move on to the rest of the reading. So I'm just digging a little bit deeper, and now I have the Mask, I have the Nut, and the Staff. Still just describing these cards a little bit further. So the Mask, the Nut, the Staff. The Nut is like starting something. I'm just kind of getting the same thing reiterated here. You are walking the walk, talking the talk, and even though you may not have the title of supervisor, you may not have the title of the person that's in charge, people are just looking at you based on your actions, based on what you're doing, like you're the person in charge. Yeah, because you literally just look like the person who's in charge, All right, let's move on to the present. So where I want to look at is the position of the Hand. This tells me what you guys are now doing. This is sort of recent past into the present. This still might apply, but now this is the actual present. What actions are you guys taking? Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Oracle card of the Mouth. The Mouth here. So, the mouth's about talking, obviously. And in this case, it's about talking about money, not just money, investments. Investments, big money, like, I don't know, your 401k, Maybe that's what people have been tapping your shoulder on. They're like, oh yeah, about 401ks, let me get your 2 cents on that. But whatever it is, it's like, that's what people are... that's what people need from you. The Hand. That's what they've been tapping your shoulder on. They want to get your advice on financial matters or big money matters. Could be things having to do with property here, anything like that. I'm going to have to pull cards to see if I can get more specifics. Okay, so tell me about the Mouth with the Ten of Pentacles. that's essentially what we're talking about, is the Ten of Pentacles. So wealth, right? Wealth. Maybe you're really good with money, you know? Sagittarius. That does not sound like a Sagittarius. No offense. But, I mean, obviously, everybody's got placements everywhere in the chart, right? Also, I mean, what do I know? You could be a Sagittarius great with money. So I have Mars here. Mars. Interesting. It's because you have shown yourself to be successful. You're walking the walk. And people are just seeing it, being like, wow, how'd you do that? How'd you get that money? How'd you get that car? And yeah, on the bottom, I have the crown. How'd you get that crown? Probably worked for it. I'm getting the vibe that you just worked for it. Underneath the crown, I have the rabbit. How'd you get those crowns? The rabbit's about multiplicity, right? Just procreation. So I see it just as more of like abundance, many things. How do you get all those things? How'd you get all that wealth? Essentially, people want to know. Inquiring minds want to know how you did it. All right, let's move into a different position here, still in the present. Excuse me. I'm going to look at the position of the heart. This tells me what your emotions are like right now, or what is driving your emotions. I have, oh, well, that's awkward. The Three of Swords, with the Oracle card of Uranus. This is like shocking, like pain. This is almost like getting your teeth drilled, but on an emotional level, right? This is, I mean, whatever you guys are going through, this is like literally a jolt to the system. Because traditionally, Three of Swords is heartbreak in the position of the heart. So something has really almost like giving you an electric shock to your heart here. But I don't know why the rest of this reading seems so good. You guys are doing so good financially. This might be something else that's going on behind the scenes that has nothing to do with the fact that, you know, you guys seem fine on the surface. I'm gonna have to pull cards on this. This is very interesting. Tell me about the Three of Swords with Uranus. I would have thought Uranus would have been with something more like, I don't know, the Nine of Pentacles, you know, getting something good, having, because you're telling people and you're talking about, this topic of conversation is all the cool shit you've managed to get, right? You've managed to accumulate through just being you, being good at what you do, I feel like. All right, so the 7 came out here, and the 7 is another crap number. The 7 is about regret. It's about, it is about guilt. I actually am getting guilt. Yeah, you know, it's like guilt, heartbreak, and it's a shock. It's a shock to the system. It could be that this has something to do with someone else. Like, this doesn't even have anything to do with you, but you had some measure of investment as like an onlooker, and you're just watching either maybe, I don't know, maybe someone getting together with someone else and you had like a passive interest. I'm getting that kind of vibe, and then like for some reason it's like a shock and to your heart. Let me see what else is on top. I'm still a little bit nosy on this one. Okay. The Sun, Neptune, and the Tower. All describing the position of the heart. We're still on that shock. Yeah, it's like something was brought to light. The sun was shown to you. And it brought clarity, right? It brought wisdom. It brought clarity where there was none, Neptune. And that comes with wisdom. But this wasn't something you wanted to see, okay? And it was a shock to your heart. All right, let's move on because the next position might tell me a little bit more about this anyway. So this next position is still in the present. It's the last position in the present before I look into the future a little bit. And this talks about your thoughts. So it's how you're perceiving your situation, how you're strategizing, which is also going to maybe explain this to me a little bit more. So I have here the Six of Swords in reverse. Holy shit. This is very hard, having a really difficult time accepting something. It's really hard to accept something that is just like a fact that's factual, that's come to your attention, that's maybe heartbreaking, but it's been a really hard time accepting it. Six of Swords in reverse. And then with the arrow on target is just referencing this, I feel. It's like, it's talking about what happened with your emotions here. Okay, let's pull another card here. I just want to do one card on this. I feel, okay, that was fast. So I have Aries, but in reverse. You could be pissed off about this. You could be really mad, and that's a part of like, it's almost like you don't want to accept it, right? You're pissed, and you're angry, you're hurt. Aries, and it just wasn't what you wanted. I feel, obviously, right? Three of Swords. And yeah, you just, and it was just something that was brought to your attention. I feel like it's just something you saw that triggered you instantly. Triggered. Okay, well, let's move on. I'm not going to dwell there, and let's see what's going to come towards you in the future. So this is the short-term future. It's not like the end of your life here. We're not waiting forever. What's about to come towards you? Or also, this could tell me how the situation is going to unfold. Okay, so I have here the Knight of Pentacles. That's good. With the Oracle card of Coal, that's bad. This is very, very, very slow movement. This is like slow and steady wins the race, but over the course of, I don't know, 20 years. This is too practical, too slow. Someone's being obstinate. Someone's being old-fashioned. Someone's being old-fashioned, and someone is kind of like stuck in this old-fashioned conservative way of being. Maybe that's you guys. Could be vice versa, guys. This whole reading could be about, someone else who you're perceiving, having a tough time accepting something, and it's because they have they're very conservative, or they have they're very practical like person, when it comes to things, and so it's just hard for them to accept. I still don't know what it is. It's something that is, I just wish I knew more about what it is. Okay, so I have here the ship in reverse. The ship in reverse. Someone else maybe got what you wanted, right? Someone else's ship came in, ship in reverse, and now we're just not making progress. There's no progress here. I feel like, but you guys are talking a lot of progress. You guys are talking to people like you guys are doing great. Like you got so much, you got everything you need. Ten of Pentacles is also your legacy. Like, you're just on top of, you're talking to people like you're on top of your game, but I feel like behind the scenes, there's a lot of things that you or this person is just not accepting, and kind of like, I don't want to say stuck on, but just too old-fashioned, a bit, kind of feels stuck. Let's see what else is on top here. Yeah, you're just watching a lot of people do things, and you're behind the curve. You're behind the curve, and you're just not. You don't like the direction people are taking their life in some aspect. It's triggering you, and you're a little bit behind the curve in terms of like maybe progressiveness. I don't know. Maybe that's why it's triggering you in some aspect. All right, let me pull advice, because now it's sort of getting repetitive, and I'm not really learning anything new. So let's pull advice and see what, the best course of action, regardless of anything, in general, what's the best course of action for my Sagittarius's? Card already came out. That was pretty quick. So I have here the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is to give it a shot. Whatever it is, give it a shot. Give it a chance. Give it your money. Six of Pentacles. On the bottom, the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a little bit of a tightwad, especially with, underneath that is the Eight of Cups. So it's like, maybe loosen up a little bit and give something a shot. Give something or someone a shot that maybe is triggering you. Give them a shot anyway, and realize maybe it's your trigger. Maybe it's your trigger. Let's pull up Oracle cards here, see if anything else comes out. Okay, that was super fast. It's nice. Okay, so we have the Staff, And then we have 2 cards that reverse themselves over here. Pisces in reverse. And the Heart in reverse. Interesting. The Staff. Take action. Give it a shot. Maybe even do things that... This doesn't necessarily mean unorthodox, but what this is saying is you don't know what you like yet. So you may as well give things a chance. Do it. Like, this coupled with this is do it, try it. Give it a chance, okay? And then this is saying you're gonna learn, like right now there are things you might like, but you'll never get a chance to learn that you like them if you don't try different things to expose yourself to stuff, okay? And then, oh wow, on the bottom, Gemini. That's exactly what I said. Gemini energy is literally that. It's trying different things, experiencing different things, seeing things from both sides of the coin, right? Putting yourself in someone else's shoes, the 2 people, the mirroring there. And that's it, guys. That is going to be your reading for today. Sagittarius, thank you guys for being here, taking an interest in my videos. I really appreciate it. If this did resonate, please press the like button for me if you would. It helps me out a lot. And I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Take care.